In a dilapidated cabin, three conspirators study a robbery plan. They are the experienced engineer Arthur, the young gunman Sam, and the cunning waitress Isabella. The steam train Silver Arrow rushes across a sun-drenched plain. It carries the payroll for workers, and the robbers are already waiting for it up ahead. Isabella, working as a waitress, serves coffee to the baggage car guard. The drink is laced with a sleeping drug to neutralize him without noise. On the slope of a canyon, Sam decides to use more dynamite than planned. Arthur watches his unauthorized action with clear concern. A powerful explosion brings tons of rock down onto the tracks, completely blocking the way. The landslide turned out to be much larger and more dangerous than necessary. The train brakes sharply, cars crashing into each other with a roar. Panic erupts inside. Passengers scream and fall from their seats. In the baggage car, a heavy crate falls on the guard from the jolt. He falls unconscious to the floor, having never drunk the drugged coffee. In a passenger car, a grim-faced man instinctively places his hand on his revolver. This is Marshal Wade, and his years of experience tell him this is no simple accident. Isabella tries to open the baggage car door from the inside, but the lock is jammed from the impact. Arthur and Sam run up to the car and find the doors locked. Sam furiously pounds it with his fist, while Arthur worriedly inspects the mechanism. Arthur takes out a small stick of dynamite, his backup plan for an emergency. He gestures for Sam to move to a safe distance. A small but deafening explosion blows the lock off its hinges. The car door slides aside with a screech, releasing a cloud of smoke.
What happened here?
The guard on the floor begins to regain consciousness and moans softly. Sam, panicking at the sight of a witness, draws his revolver.
Sam! No! Don't do this!
The wounded guard clutches his shoulder. The plan for a quiet robbery has failed spectacularly. Hearing the gunshot, Marshal Wade resolutely moves against the stream of panicking passengers. He draws his revolver, his face expressing full readiness for a fight. Arthur quickly inspects the safe, ignoring the chaos. He must act fast before they are attacked. Sam stands at the open door of the car, nervously aiming towards the passenger cars. He has become their only defense against the outside world. Isabella tears a strip of fabric from her uniform. With a guilty expression, she tries to bandage the bleeding guard's wound. Marshal Wade cautiously peeks around the corner of the car. He sees Sam aiming from the doorway and assesses the situation. A passenger, a brave young farmer, tries to lean out of a window. Sam notices the movement and fires a warning shot into the air. A click is heard, and the heavy safe door gives way. Arthur opens it with relief. Inside, besides bags of money, lies a folder with documents. Isabella looks at it with a greed that surprises Arthur. Marshal Wade seizes the moment. He lunges forward towards the other car. Sam notices the attack too late. The marshal's first bullet knocks the revolver from his hand. The marshal bursts into the car. The trio of robbers finds themselves trapped, caught off guard at their moment of triumph. Arthur instinctively slams the safe door shut before they can seize it. He raises his hands to show he is unarmed. Isabella stands in horror, her face pale with fear. She is caught in the middle of the standoff.
Everybody on the floor! Everybody lie down, you vile thieves!
Arthur slowly gets on his knees, his mind racing for a way out. He looks at the locked safe that has become their prison. Isabella pulls a lever with all her might. A deafening screech of metal is heard, and the car shudders. The decoupling mechanism engages. The baggage car separates from the rest of the train with a sharp jolt. The marshal loses his balance from the strong pull. Arthur uses this moment to push one of them. The baggage car, gaining speed, rolls backward down the slope into the canyon. The rest of the train continues forward and slowly disappears from view. Sam is the first to recover. He picks up a revolver from the floor that belonged to one of the marshal's men.
Drop your gun, lawman, or I'll shoot!
Arthur helps Isabella to her feet. He looks at her with a new expression, a mixture of shock and respect for her bravery. The car slows down and comes to a stop with a gentle bump at the lowest point of the canyon. All around is nothing but rocks and silence. Marshal Wade has now become a hostage. Arthur ties his hands using ropes from the luggage.
Maybe I should just finish him off?
We won't kill anyone, Sam.
Isabella ignores their argument. She goes to the safe and tries to open it again, but the lock is damaged.
It won't open, and we need to blow it up again.
An empty road, and the money is stuck in a damn iron box. Just wonderful.
This is our only chance. Everyone move to the far end of the car.
He carefully places the charge on the damaged hinges of the safe. It's a risky operation in a confined space. Everyone huddles in the far corner of the car, covering their ears. The explosion in the confined space deafens everyone. The safe door is torn from its hinges and crashes to the floor. Bundles of money and papers fly out of the mangled safe. Isabella, ignoring the ringing in her ears, rushes towards them. She ignores the money and grabs that very folder of documents. Clutching it to her chest, she looks at Arthur triumphantly.
I only needed these papers.
What do you need these papers for?
These are the documents for my land. The land that the mine owner stole from my father.
Sam shouts that she deceived them, pointing his revolver at Isabella. Arthur steps between them.
Her revenge is fairer than ours, Sam.
Marshal Wade, watching the argument, tries to discreetly cut his bonds on the sharp edge of a crate. He sees his chance.
So what now? What do we do now? What's the plan next?
Strong glass. You need to shoot the glass. Isabella, do you understand?
Arthur tells her to climb out the window and run. He hands her the folder. Isabella looks at him with disbelief. She didn't expect such support. Marshal Wade frees one hand. He discreetly reaches for the revolver lying on the floor a few feet away. Isabella shoots the glass and starts to climb out. Shards rain down onto the floor. At that moment, the marshal grabs the revolver and fires. The bullet hits the wall next to Sam. Under the cover of the noise, Isabella gets out of the window. She glances at Arthur for a moment before jumping to the ground. Isabella lands on the ground and hides in the shadow of the car. She presses against the cold metal, listening to the sounds of the shootout inside. In the car, a desperate shootout begins. Bullets rip through the air, only a roar is heard. Arthur does not take part in the shooting. He tries to take cover from the hail of bullets. Hearing the gunfire subside, Isabella gets up and runs away from the car, disappearing into the night darkness of the canyon. The marshal's bullet finds its target. Sam falls, clutching his chest, his revolver clattering to the floor. Arthur silently raises his hands, even ready to take a bullet. He never wanted any of this.
This is the end. Do you have anything to say in the end?
She opens the folder. In the moonlight, she looks at an old map of the lands and the deed papers with her father's name on them.